What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome back to the channel. It's Mosconi Cup Day 1 review. Recap more than anything. Wow, what a start. I said I wanted Europe to win, but I wanted it to be close. And if it continues like that, it's not going to be close. Goodness gracious me. I don't even know where to begin. I guess we should begin at the top. Begin at the top. The team match. Ross Jason put himself up first. I said he would. So glad that is one prediction I got right. The match predictions I had, well, I went 50%, didn't I? I said it was 2-2 at the end of day one. And I was wrong. It is 4-0 to Europe. And Europe played well. I don't think it's any surprise they did play well, but I think what is a surprise was how badly the US played. Really, really badly. So yeah, let's start with the team game. Jason put himself up first. Start with the break and run. Federer didn't get out of his chair. And that pretty much set the tone, didn't it? USA, the break wasn't working. There was a moment, I can't remember who Billy was playing in the team match. Felt like he was going to get out and missed. Wasn't, I'll say it's the easiest 9 ball in the world, but it's a 9 ball that I'd back myself to make. And yeah, I don't know. It's, I think, I'm not sure how much the crowd got into it. I'm not sure whether the crowd was putting them off. I don't necessarily think so. I think they were trying to quiet the crowd down. The crowd were pretty respectful on the shots. They obviously weren't talking when anyone was shooting, except when Jason was riling them up, getting them to shout when he was shooting, but that's Jason. Yeah, I think they were just trying. I think Team USA, well, Billy in that one where he missed that 9 ball. I think he was just trying to settle the crowd down. I think he was trying to play into the crowd, and maybe that was in his head. And well, it was a miss, wasn't it? And yeah, it went pretty much downhill from there. So pretty resounding result for Europe in the team game. I can't remember, was it 5-1 or 5-2 in the end there. Then doubles. Josh David against SVB and Federer. And the break again wasn't working for either of Federer or SVB. And normally those two have best break on tour, right? Certainly Shane is renowned for his break. Federer's been breaking very, very well recently. Shane just didn't look comfortable. He missed a few shots that you wouldn't expect him to miss. Federer, I don't know. I think it was the first rack. No, the first rack was the Alcaide scratched on the 8, right, and then SCB just had a ball in hand on the 9. It was easy. The second rack, I think, when US were running out, and Federer just on the 8 ball left Shane on the rail for a tricky 9. Obviously, Shane made it, but it's a mistake, really. A mistake you wouldn't expect someone of Federer's stature, Federer's quality to make. Obviously, world number 1 in the rankings. Personally, I think Josh is better than Federer, but Federer is very close up there in terms of skill. And yeah, making mistakes. His break wasn't working. Scratched on the break. A lot of dry breaks for Team US. And when they did make a ball throughout the night, didn't offering it a shot on the 1. Apparently, before the game started in the practice game, Tyler was asking the ref, was his break hard enough? So suggests that they're playing around with softer breaks, and that's not what I saw from Europe at all. Europe are breaking more from the middle of the table. US is breaking from the edge of the break box, and Europe's break, I can't remember every single break of the night. I actually watched. I was out last night. I was actually playing pool, so I actually watched on catch up. I stayed up late to get all the games in, and so I don't remember every break, obviously, but I don't remember many, if any, of dry breaks from Europe. You know, yeah, it was just a bizarre game. Well, all four games. Just anyway. So in the second match, Shane and Federer started off 2-0. Europe then won three in a row to go 3-2 up and get back on serve. I think there was then tied up at 3-3, and then yeah, Josh. I thought Josh played very, very well throughout the night. Uh, they kept mentioning in commentary how good it must feel if you're Alcaide or if you're anyone and you've got Josh in your team. You should know he's gonna get you perfect shape, and some of the shots he was just, I say, teaching Alcaide, but suggesting to Alcaide throughout the game. Just must give the whole team a lot of confidence. And yeah, so I think it was 5-3 that match. So I predicted Europe would win that one. I thought Josh would have the quality, and obviously Federer and Shane neither have had the best results in the Mosconi Cup throughout the years. Bizarre, really. They just don't seem to click with the format. I'm not sure the crowd. I didn't hear anyone singing about Federer and Christina splitting up, which I'm happy about. There was a lot of hissing, I guess, suggesting Federer's a snake for switching from Europe to the US. Which, it's fine as far as I'm concerned. That's just a bit of banter. But yeah, I'm glad they weren't singing about his breakup with Christina. So yeah, 2-0. I did predict Europe would win that one, and then Jason against Skylar again went as I predicted. I said Jason would win that one, and he did, and played pretty much perfectly. Couple of maybe 1 or 2 errors in the entire match. Skylar was okay. Break again, not as good as Jason's. He missed a couple. He had some really good. He had some really good shots. They just weren't all together. So not as good as he can play. I think we all know he's one of the best players in the world. He's 8 something Fargo. So he can, obviously Skylar can play. Didn't play to the best of his ability. You wonder how he's dealing with the captaincy. I don't know Skylar at all. Feel like his personality is not cut out for it as much as Jason's is. Jason is built for the Mosconi Cup, right? He loves getting the crowd involved. He gets them up. He gets them shouting on his shots. There's a point, I think, after the first rack where he was trying to fight somebody in the crowd. Jeremy Jones was saying it was one of Federer's friends. Federer went down to calm Jason down. So yeah, Jason was riled, and he was excellent. He really was, really was excellent. Skylar just wasn't quite at his best. I wouldn't say it was. Jason said it was going to be easy. I think he repeated that after the match in his interview, and is easy the right word? He made it look easy. Yeah, as I said, Skyler wasn't at his best, but wow, it was 3-0, and then going into the last match, Europe on a big high. The two rookies, Pierce and Moritz, against Tyler and Billy, and what a shocking I'll say it was a shocking performance, especially from Tyler. Billy didn't help out with some of his poor position plays. I don't think doubles is necessarily Billy's forte. I think I said yesterday in yesterday's video that Tyler seemed too in his head with the crowd, with the intensity and the emotions, and it felt like that's what happened yesterday. There was one shot, the one I'm talking about, like Scott Frost in the commentary said, I don't even know what he was trying to do there. It's like watching me play. Like some of my videos, I'm commentating, like no idea what I was trying to do there, and you don't expect that from someone as good as Tyler Styer. He didn't seem to like a lot of Billy's suggestions in terms of the shots he should play. But the shot I'm mentioning, and the reason I mentioned he didn't like Billy's shot, Billy was telling him to bank the 2 down table and aim to scratch with the cue ball because the 9 was in the way, and maybe you can make the 9. And Tyler didn't do that. To this minute, I don't know what he did. But really, really bad. Then there was another one later, the purple 5 in the corner that he missed, that really shouldn't be missing at that level. Again, back myself to make that shot. It's just error after error. There were shots from Billy where he wasn't getting far enough in position. I think Tyler was trying to outplay that. So if you compare it to the doubles match earlier when Josh was just getting in position every single time and Billy was not. And I think Billy, the way Billy plays, he can probably outshoot that, and he's probably used to not being in perfect position every time and just getting around it. And I don't think that's Tyler's game. Tyler, I think you remember back to the UK Open, every single shot he likes to have his pre-shot routine, even the easy ones, and he likes to be almost metronomical in his play. And yeah, putting those two together, not sure that worked. And you got to wonder, yeah, how much was the crowd in Tyler's head? How much was Jason's comments in Tyler's head? Jason has taken to calling Tyler the angry bird. Not exactly sure why he's doing that, but there you go. And then 4-2 down. Europe missed I think it was fairly routine shot. Oh yeah, it was the 5 ball, wasn't it? It was Moritz missed the 5, I think. Oh no, yeah, Moritz missed the 5. It was missable. Maybe I'm being too nice there. I mean, he should have got it. He should have made the shot. But I thought they were playing well in that rack until then. I thought that was going to be a break and run. Anyway, Moritz missed the 5. The balls were pretty much a roadmap to get out then. And then that last 9 ball, that is very similar to the one that Billy missed in the team game. You can't do that. Your opponent's on the hill, and you know if you win that, I think they will break. Yeah, they were breaking the next game. Tie it up. Could go hill, and then you hope that Europe don't get a shot on the 2 after the break. So, yeah, mistakes all around from USA. Tyler Styer, shockingly bad. Nothing against him personally, it's just it was bad. It was there's no other words for it. It was, well, there are words. It's awful, horrendous, shocking. It really, really bad. Billy, also not great. Federer and Shane, not up to their standards. I'm looking at if Federer and Shane play that normally, they didn't play well, they played badly. But compared to the rest of Team USA, they played pretty well. Shane missed a couple of jump shots. Federer's jumping wasn't working well. There was one he played like a drag jump shot. I don't know if you saw that one. It was a great to get over the ball, and then it was sort of had a lot of backspin on, and then it was like a drag shot. There was one where I think he scratched on a jump shot. The ball just seemed to go very in slow motion towards that pocket and scratched. So yeah, you'd say Federer and Shane played badly, but compared to the rest of the team, they're on fire. It's so USA have a lot to do today. Order of play, I have not seen that they've released the matches yet. I'm recording this at 9:30 in the morning UK time, so I'm not seeing they've released the lineup yet. But it's going to be the team match again. USA have to win the team match. No two ways about it. If they go down 5-0, I don't see a way back. I mean, it's already going to be an uphill struggle getting back up from 4-0. So from 5-0, I don't see it happening. Really don't. But so if you're a USA fan, then you got to hope and pray to whatever God you worship that the US can win this team match. And if I'm Skylar, I've got to try and calm Tyler down. Really have to work out what's going on with him. Got to tell Billy not to play up to the crowd. You've got to give. If I'm Sky, I'm going first. I think you have to set the example as a captain. Jason did that yesterday. So if I'm Skylar, you've got to go first. I'm the captain. Set the standard of what we need to achieve. And when you set the level, then people can play. And it will let Shane and Federer, US, their best two players. It will let them hopefully relax a little bit, let them not have the pressure that if they don't win, no one else is going to win. Again, I'm trying. I want this to be close, right? I want this to go all 4 days. One of my friends actually has tickets for Saturday. Although if it only goes 3 days, I'm not going to miss the last day when I'm flying. So, but wow, yeah, I don't know. So yeah, team match first. If I'm Skylar, I put the way if I'm Skylar, Skylar's going first. Then Federer, then Billy, then Tyler, then Shane. I think that's the order I go for. And you've got to hope that they get to the table. Obviously, all European players can break and run. I've not even spoken about how well I thought Moritz and Pierce played. I thought they played very, very well. I thought the two standout players yesterday were Josh and Jason by far. Josh a little bit underneath. Alcaide played pretty well overall. Few mistakes. The scratch on the 8. I think he made a mistake in the team game, but came back to win his rack anyway. But yeah, then Pierce and Moritz, I thought they both played pretty well. It was just hard to concentrate on what they were doing because the Americans were just so bad. So that's the team game, and then if I'm Europe in the team, I don't know. I think if I'm Jason, maybe I try and play mind games and put one of the rookies up, Moritz or Pierce. Again, it all depends on who's breaking, right? I don't know if they set the order before the break, before the lag. I don't know. But yeah, so I'll go Moritz first, and then David, Josh, Pierce, Jason with my order for that. I don't think it really matters. I think all of them are so confident right now. I thought it was interesting that Pierce and Moritz are feeling a little bit under the weather. They're not feeling very well. Then it's the singles game. I think you've got to go. I think if I'm Europe, I put Josh up in the first singles. Then it's going to be I probably put Federer or Shane up against Josh. Again, I think that they both set them independently, and then they don't know who's doing what. So maybe they're thinking the same thing I'm thinking, but I think Europe. I don't think they care who US put up, so I think they put up Josh. And I think if you're US, maybe you assume that they're putting Josh up, and then you put Federer up or Shane, your best two players, to try and take down Josh. Then it's the same format as yesterday. After that, it's doubles, singles, doubles, and every player has to play in those. So I'm going to say Josh is doubling up, and I'm saying I'll go Federer is doubling up for America. So doubles then. I think you put Sky and Billy together in the first doubles. Again, Sky has to lead by example. He's friends with Billy. They know each other's game very well. They play kind of similar style. They're both, proponents of bank pool. I feel that's a good matchup together for the doubles. And who's doubling in the? Let's go Jason and David in that one. That's what I would do. I'm guessing here. I'm just waffling on trying to get a video for you guys. So yeah, Jason David in the first doubles against Sky and Billy is what I would do. Then it's singles. And I'll go. Probably one of the rookies for Europe, Pierce or Moritz. For the singles for US, Tyler. I think you have to. I don't think he works well as doubles. And if they're thinking the same way I'm thinking, if they put a rookie up, then Tyler has to play. Hopefully for him, and hopefully for the US, he plays better than yesterday, and hopefully for keeping the game going, keeping the match, keeping the Mosconi Cup going, I want 4 days of content, right? I want this to be an exciting game. Obviously, I want Europe to win, but I'd like it to be close. So Tyler in the singles against. I'll go Moritz there. So that leaves in the doubles Josh and Pierce. I'll go Pierce in the last game. So then you've got the Germans in the last game, Josh and Moritz there against who else is left in the doubles? So Sky and Billy. So that would be Shane and Federer. Yeah, Shane and Federer. So they're doubling up against the Germans. I think that's what I would do. Honestly, I think we'll see how right I am. I imagine the captains will have disagreements on that. But yeah, I'm pretty happy from both teams' perspectives if that's what happens. I think Skylar's very much reacting to what he thinks Europe will do. And honestly, I think Europe don't care. I think Jason's like, yeah, my any one of my team can beat any one of their team. And he's probably right. So, yeah, what do you think, guys? Let me know what you thought of day one. If you got this far, I forget to say it, like the video, subscribe if you've not already. It really does help. And again, let me know in the comments what you think is going to happen in day two. Let me know what you thought of day one. If you're an American fan, what went wrong? What can the team do to turn it around? If you're a European fan, do you want it to be a whitewash? Do you want it to be a close game? Who do you think is going to be the MVP? Can US come back? It's going to be a long shot. It really is. 4-0 down. We'll see. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I will see you tomorrow.